Good morning. Today we're going to talk about how to open up a store that makes money from day one. I'm going to give you step-by-step instructions. I should be very clear about this. This is not going to be quick. It's not going to be a hack where you'll get money immediately. I know that's going to turn some of you off, but this is the real channel where you get information. That's right, Glendon Cameron, founder of Hustlers Kung Fu, where your real financial education begins. Now, before we get into all that, I need to do today's special, which I did not do. So hold on a second. Let me get into that. You know what I think I know what I'm gonna do. Hold off. Let's see. Yeah, all right. This is what I'm gonna do. Yesterday's special went very well, so let's see. We will be doing this one. We will be going into, you know what? We're going to do this one. We're going to take off 37% of all problem, all this stuff. So it's going to be 37 off. This is on all courses. We will do 35. We will save coupon. And for those of you who can't not see this small type, we will get over here and I'll make sure that I put the right thing. We will get rid of that. And we will go 37 off. So you can go to the links under the video, and this will be during the stream. So be sure to take advantage of this while the stream. This will go on only an hour after the stream, and after that, this will disappear. So it's 37 off, and you can get anything here at Hustlers Kung Fu Life Skills. All right, let's get into the dirty, and let's get into the steps that you need to take to open up a store where you can make money as soon as you open it. The first thing is long-term pre-planning. Now, I've been studying some blogs and studying some websites, and I have noticed that many people who do this are not just merely successful, they're overwhelmingly successful. So you do this, you build your audience first. This is what kills so many would-be hustlers, enterprising business owners. They attempt to sell something with no audience. They want to go out and find it. Yesterday, someone was talking about they had these beer things that they got for 40% off, and they were finding it was a challenge to sell it. I'm going to show you someone, and this is a stunning example of what I speak of. So I will get into the, oh, I'm just really not spelling this correctly. All right. So I'm going to show you. Now, this was started probably 2012, 2013 now. She created this blog, and she worked on it very hard for about 2 to 3 years. And she got it up to, let's see what the current readership is. Let's go here. There we go. There. Let that pop up, and we'll go into the gloss. So she's got about 2 million views a month. Okay. So what she did was, after having this website, asking questions, getting a lot of information for her target audience, she created this website. And let's see what the traffic is for this. Men lie, women lie, numbers do not lie. So she's getting tad bit over 1 million. She really popped for the holiday season. Now she's was able to walk into a venture capitalist office, get a check for $1 million before she even had this website, because she had all of this data about her customers, and it has been an overwhelming success. I mean, I think, let's see. I know she got like $30 million. So they expect this to be $100 million brand, $200, $300 million brand. And it's only 3 or 4 years old. And it started off instantly making money because she had all of this research. Once again, she did this. And that's why I had the stipulation that this was not going to be fast. And I know a lot of you are out there, you're struggling, you need some money. Success does not care if you're struggling. Success does not care if your kids need to eat. Success does not really care. But success, if you court success correctly, you will get it. And this is what you have to do. You have to build your audience first. I know there's many people who will be off in the hustler porn, who's like, look, I can do this in weeks, I can do this in months, or just a year, and I could be a millionaire. Well, good luck with that, because the way that I built my businesses is very similar to this, and the way that I'm building Hustlers Kung Fu. I've turned off all the paid traffic. I'm getting real deep with y'all. I'm like asking questions, getting feedback, and we're making money while we do this experimentation. So that is a very important thing. You must build your audience first. And this is for long-term success. If you want to do some trading or, hold on a second. Let me get into this. I just have to put this up here because, oh my goodness. I'm going to actually blow this up because I want you to see this. All right. There we go. There we go. One more again. Pretty interesting, isn't it? I just put that there for you folks because I think Bitcoin is a very good example of people thinking that they can get rich for doing nothing at all. And this is one of the fundamental problems with Bitcoin for me. It doesn't really serve anyone other than the people who buy it and hold it. Where's the value? And that's one of the reasons I sold all my Bitcoin and I got rid of it. And I currently don't have any positions in the crypto market because I think it is going to melt down bad. I think it's going to harm a lot of people. And I think people are going to lose millions. I could be wrong. I'll say that, but I walked with my money. Sure did. Okay. Back to, I mean, how can I say this in a way that it really leaves a lasting impression? Where you are now, doing what you're doing, you're looking at a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year journey to build your business. Now, once again, this is for long-term people. This is for folks who want to brand their business. This is for some who want to build something that they could leave their kids. This is what's you have to do. This is a big part of setting up your success, is building your audience first, getting to know what's out there. Because I mean, you see a lot of folks out there who are making money extremely fast, but this is one of the things that I have noticed with many of those people who build their audience very fast, who rock out. They don't usually have another hit in them, because I keep up with people. I looked at Web 1.10 and the second crop of people, and you see this. The internet is ruthless. It doesn't care who you are, and it's going to treat you pretty much the same. So with that, let's get into the chat room. Let's see what's going on, what's good with the people. Oh, okay, that was interesting. What's up, regular web guy? BC Angel Hands, the Sheiky Jones, Dimitri Turner, Daryl HD Wash. We've seen a lot of new folks up in here. What's up, Quazzle? What's up, Kareem Yee? Digital B Media, D Coleman and Associates. What's up, Sonara? Ann Johnson, Diana Thompson, Owning It, Daphne Jackson, Charlene McKinney, Rona Stockert, Derek Brown, Jonathan Phillips, Raquel. What's up, Human 2.0? DJ Slink. I'll probably do that in tonight's stream. What's up, Blackbird? Diana Thompson, MJ Electronics, Shotgunning One Elite. Hey, Glendon, learning bath bomb recipe once my website's built. It's got to be marketed as a company that's. Yeah, you're entering into a very competitive market. Human 2.0, yep, support at 55 MA. That's 1,000 will move sideways, then up. I don't think it's going to move sideways. I think it's going to continue to go down. And one of the reasons is, what time of the year is it? Good morning, Johnny Walton. Yeah, altcoins, everything took a crash. Oh, all right, we'll talk about that later. Let's see. What's up, TM Henderson? What's up, Health Before Wealth? Blackbird, it will be U.S. people who will miss out because of the new U.S. tax code. Actually, you know that most of this stuff stems from Asian markets, and the Asian markets are down like 30–40%. Randall, what's up? RD and Farm, good morning. The Genesis Project, good morning. Isaac Dukes. Barrett, hey Glenn, what's the best way to build an audience? We'll talk about that in a minute. Samuel, TM Henderson. Actually, I do. Rockstone, TM Henderson. Will be pumped before tax returns. Okay, so let's kind of get back into this and what you need to do. And this is one of the mistakes that many people make. You need, I'm getting better at writing on this thing, to have very high interest in your business model, let's go audience. So you get people who go ahead and they'll pick one of the top 10 marketing things like weight loss, beauty, and they'll get in it because of the money. But they don't have a very high interest in that audience. They just want the money. And we as humans, we can only fake it for so long. So whatever you need to do, whatever audience that you need to be catered to, you need to have a very, very high interest. I have been reading how to start businesses, about businesses. I was a kid in high school. I had a subscription to Inc. magazine. This is my crack. This is my thing. I could do this forever. But if you get into something that you're only getting into it for the money, sooner or later, you're going to hate that. And sooner or later, that's going to come out in the way that you relate to that audience. So whatever you do, it's like, do I like these people? Do I like this subject matter? And one of the problems that we have in today's society is a lot of people are flaky. A lot of people want to have their options always open. And that is not a way to build long-term success, because I'll get into personal relationships. Right now, there are many, many people who have a lot of dissatisfaction with personal relationships because they get with this person and this person doesn't dot all their I's and cross all their T's. Then they're disappointed and they get rid of this person and they try to, quote, trade up. You cannot trade up with human beings. You just can't do that. And one of the things, and I'll talk about this on Disruptive Male and in these courses, is this term of settling. Many people use the same faulty decision-making process with their business as they do with mates and love and relationships. It's like, if this business isn't hot, one of the reasons that everyone jumped on Bitcoin, it's sexy, and if you could buy at the right time, you could make a lot of money for doing absolutely nothing. There are not many things that work like that. And the things that do usually do not last long term. I made a lot of money for about 2.5, almost 3 years, selling my book from the storage auction world. But I provided value. I didn't just sit here and collect money. People bought the books. People got the courses. They made money. It changed lives. And that still did not go on forever. So how long do you think something where there is no intrinsic value, it's not serving people, there's a bunch of greedy profiteers, the market is clearly manipulated, and it's unregulated, and I just feel it's going to end up very bad, very, very bad. But for those of you who want to build a web store, you want to make money, you should devote 1 to 3 years on building your audience, asking your audience all types of questions, getting to know them, getting to literally breathe in their clothes, getting to walk in their shoes. You should know them. And once you do that, the money is guaranteed. It really is. Let's see. Diana Thompson, 5 months, weddings and graduations. Do you think it's faster, more scalable to sell physical items, B2B versus to individuals? It really depends. What's up, Marla, sorry. Arlen, what's going on? Ben, you got a few ideals. T.M. Henderson. Titan Moore, good afternoon from London. Shotgun Elite, I would love a flipping course on cars or products that's possible this year. Maybe it'll happen. I don't know. Been the Bartiga growth business. I don't expect to be a billionaire in the next year, but I know that wealth will be on my in my email list. Okay. DJ Slink, open up a Groupon store and don't know what to sell in the store. I made money the first day on eBay. Okay, let's define money, because a lot of people like to say, I did this and I did this. Do you make enough money to pay all your bills? Because this is something else we will talk about here. Because one of the things to be a better servant to y'all is to get into the real. You notice how a lot of people talk about they made money with Bitcoin, but they never tell you exactly how much. So if your business, I'm getting all crooked again, does not make enough money to support you within 2 to 5 years, it's a hobby. Now, everyone likes to pull out Amazon.com. Well, Amazon.com was paying Jeff Bezos millions of dollars as an employee for years before it made a profit. So don't get it twisted. So if your business does not make enough money to support you in 2 to 5 years, it's a hobby. It's just some part-time, because in 2 to 5 years, even if the business isn't making a huge profit or even a profit, it shouldn't make enough money to support you. So, DJ Slink, how much money did you make? Give us some numbers here. We all about the numbers up in here. Oh yeah, the streams are making more sense. What's up, McCann Enterprises? What's up, Lamode? Well, once again, the pop-up stores are real trendy and stuff, but they don't make long-term money. Kareem Yee, building an audience will be a course in Hustle Camp. Human 2.0, okay. Diana, they thought that cards were going to replace currency, coins, and bills. Is not paying bills. No, that's cool. That's cool. $500 a month. But once again, when we talk about this stuff, the ultimate goal is for these businesses is to enhance our lifestyles while serving our fellow man. Because there's a lot of people, and you know, $500 a month is great. It can be the difference between eating and not eating. So that's a great start. But where are you going to be next year? And what are you going to do? Because one of the reasons I don't like pop-up stores is they're very trendy. And trendy stuff doesn't make long-term money. I would rather make $5K a month from a solid business for about 2 or 3 years, then pop to 10, 20, 30 in year 6 or 7, than to have one of these pop-up stores that is trend-based. Because what you find yourself doing is always chasing trends versus building a real business, building an audience. Once again, if that's your flavor, that's what you like to do, and you don't mind always having to start from scratch, go for it. Once again, I said in the beginning of this video that a lot of this stuff it's not going to be quick. It'll be worth it, but it will not be quick. And that's one of the things that many people just do not get. Because like I said, I'll speak frankly. If your circumstances are janky, your money is funny, success does not care if your mortgage needs to be paid. Success does not care if you've got issues. Success does not care about none of that stuff. All right, so just once again to remind you, during this stream, you can get 37% off of any course at hustlerskungfulifeskills.com. The links are below the video, and use this code 37OFF. All right, so let's just talk about being broke, being put upon. What I had to learn, because I had to go through it, is the reason you're broke is you don't manage your money well. It is not an income situation unless you're absolutely not making any money and you have no money to manage. But if you're making $1,500 a month, you're making $2,000 a month, that's money that can be managed, and that's money that should be managed in a way that creates a better situation. Because number one, what is the creed of this channel? Make more money. Do not try to budget. I don't really think that you can form a decent budget until you're making like $5,000 a month, because the way that things are so expensive today, because let's say you're making $5,000 a month and you don't have a car note, you still need to put away $500 or $600 or $700 a month to save up so you can get you a good $5,000 to $8,000 car. That's very hard to do on $1,500 to $2,000 a month unless you're living with someone and that person says, look, I got these bills, I got the groceries, you save your money, you get yourself a car. And that situation works for a lot of kids. But success does not care if you're poor. So success does not care if you've got these immediate needs. It does not care. And this is why so many people get caught up in scams, get caught up in hustler porn, because they have these immediate needs. And that's why when you go ahead and build your audience first, you're just kind of hanging out, you're just kind of feeling it out. Because if you notice, I've changed the tone of the channel. I haven't done any more, regular videos, and I probably won't, because I'll tell you, YouTube is jacking me. My name is one of the banned keywords that brings up the instant demonetization. Now, I'm sitting there like, what can I do with this? I got a good thing going. How can I make money from this with not a lot of views? Because YouTube, and for any of you who want to be YouTubers, if you don't have ads on your videos, they're going absolutely nowhere unless you're just a big YouTuber or it's extremely controversial. So what I am doing, what I'm telling you to do, is direct response marketing. And I'm doing it like kind of hyper direct response marketing. I'm doing it every day. And I'm getting more and more data. And I'm making money. Because once again, I can play YouTube's rules, which is to put up a topic that gets a lot of views. You must, if you're going to do a YouTube channel, you must put out videos that get a lot of views or topics that people want. And I understand the psychology of many people who are pressed. I get it. I was there. I have empathy. But with all that said, the rules of success does not change because you have needs. They don't. And, with Bitcoin, people are talking this stuff. Now, one of the things that I've been doing, I've been getting my own information and I've been charting the price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is having a hard time breaking past 16,000 and staying there. It has had not one, not two, but 3 dips. And this is the first time it's had those 3 dips. Now, if you study a collapse chart or a bubble chart, that's usually what's going to happen. It may have one more big pop and then it's going to crash. Now, how can I have this kind of analysis? Well, one, I'm already rich. So it's always, there's never a time that you don't need more money or want more money. That's never going to happen. But I don't have basic bills. I don't have car payments. I pay my car insurance for the year. So I just don't have a lot of situations. So I have the largesse, I have the luxury to sit back and look at something objectively, and I have the luxury to look at stuff long term because all my short term needs are met easily. Now, I understand many of you are not in that position, and I understand many of you are struggling, which is why I've altered and changed the prices of the courses so you can get started with something, so you can build something, so you can get to my position someday. I totally get that. But once again, we both have jobs to do. My job is to educate you. My job is to put stuff out. And your job is to take action, not to sit and collect information, but to actually go out and pick up the phone and call people and build up your audience and stuff. Because once again, I believe a recession is coming. In my neighborhood, someone actually dropped the price of their house by 100 G's. And I've been seeing a lot of stuff sit on the market. I've been seeing, Walmart just closed like 60, 70, I don't know the exact number of Sam's stores. And they didn't like give these people an option. They just like closed. Folks are going to work because no one even picked up the phone and called them. Now I know Walmart's a crappy company at times, but that just like reached to someone looked at a chart and said, We got to close this now. This is bleeding too much red ink. And they made that decision, and those poor people were impacted. I think we're heading to a recession. I think that you need to, once again, and this is something else too, this makes your business recession proof by building your audience, getting to know your audience. They're more able or more likely to give you money when money dries up. Because see, this is with a recession. A recession is a contraction of the economy. It is not a stop. I built this business in a recession. I started this business in a recession and made millions of dollars. So another reason is if you want to be rock solid, have a good balance sheet, not a lot of debt, have a robust customer base, you got to get to know your audience. You got to talk to them. You got to hang out with them, which is hard work and it takes time, but it is so worth it. So that is the speech on that, because I know a lot of people, I even say this, like, look, man, I know a member of the audience, they're pressed, they need immediate results. Once again, that's hustler porn. I went through that. It took me 2.5 years to dig out of a very harsh hole. 2.5 years. I have to keep saying that. 2.5 years. And that was from being homeless, living in my car, to wrecking my car, to moving in a boarding house. And many of you are nowhere near that bad off. So you shouldn't have to struggle that much. And then there are some of you who are actually worse off. So just some food for thought, because I'm just saying, I just see it coming. Let's see. DJ saying it's not paying bills. All right. Jaff Allen, good morning. Love your comment. Well, thank you. Stefan Ezra, exactly. People heard I was dissolving after not making enough money in 5 years. People talk about hold on, don't give up. It's called cutting your losses and moving to the next ideal. Yeah, because I mean, 5 years is plenty of time for you to figure out some stuff. What's up, Rashida? The Wild Jones report. Sure thing, DJ. Quentin Hodge, what's up? Hot song beats. The service business has been way more effective than anything I tried online to date, and my business is less than 30 years old and took less than $100 to start. I keep saying this, I'll say it again. If you don't have a lot of money, a service business cannot be beat for ramping up to full-time income that supports you. You can't beat it. Eric and O, stick with it. It could support you in a year or less. Second year growth, word of mouth, everything's well worth it. Philip Hudson closed right after the holidays when people spend a lot of money. Ron the Stock. Clinton, do you know if YouTube has a view limit before ads can be added to a channel? Yeah, if you're starting a new channel, you're going to have at least 10,000 views. They're going to put you through a vetting process. I mean, it was sad, Ben the bartender. VR Breeze, appreciate you. Now, one other thing that you need to do, and this is some foolishness that I see online, people talking about they don't have goals. I just get up every day and I wing it. You need to have written goals. They must be written down. And all right, you got to have written goals. They're necessary. Written goals have changed my life. Just a simple act of writing them down and actually taking a chance on yourself and taking action is so powerful. But you must write your goals down. And today's live stream this evening, which would probably be around, I don't know, it'd probably be early. It'll probably be maybe as early as 3 o'clock. I'm not sure, because I've got some stuff to do tonight. But you got to have written goals, and then you must have a burning desire. It cannot be lukewarm to be successful. How many people saw the Saints and Vikings game? Anyone notice the intense concentration on Drew Brees' face? If it wasn't for that cornerback who just whiffed on that tackle, he just completely missed Stephon Diggs, Saints would have won that game. So you cannot, I mean, Drew Brees did his part. They're going to keep him. They ain't going to let him go. But you must have written goals, a burning desire to be successful, and you must always take action. You have many people who talk about taking action, but you need to take action daily. You can't like do one thing. You got to take action daily. You got to put it in, because the more data points you get, because every time you take an action, you get a result. Every time you get a result, you get data. So data equals choices and options. So the more data points you can stack up, because I'll stack up the data points in 1 month that it'll take a person a year to do. So I'm moving 12 times as fast as they are, because doing these live streams and talking to you like this, I'm stacking up a ton of data points, and I see a direction that I should go in. Let's see. Human 2 is it legal for walk? All right, here's another thing, and you should check out my Kingdom video. When you start a business, you could do whatever you want. I'll put out something that's very salacious. Let's say I put up an ad and I said that for you to get this job, that you had to sleep with me. If I put that in the ad and the person comes in with the full expectation that they have to sleep with me, I could actually get away with that as a business owner. Now, if she comes in and then I put moves on her that are unwanted, well, she's got in a suit. But if she comes in knowing full well that part of the job is sleeping with the boss, I can actually get away with that. And I know 2 people who've done that. No sexual harassment. So that's a very salacious point, just to prove to you that when you're the king, the business owner, you can do whatever you want. It's more than legal. Once again, I had some what was going to call him? Baby Huey. We'll call him Baby Huey. He was like, you know, I'm Mexican and I support Trump. It's just some white dude just popping some noise because they get offended. They get triggered when I say Donald Trump's a racist. Donald Trump's a racist. There ain't no doubt in my mind. He's a racist. And you see the weak, nimble bone GOP. Like, there were people in that meeting, they're like, well, they didn't say he didn't say those exact words. They're just like, I can't recall. I don't remember. And Lindsey Graham, who's a GOP Republican, he actually said, yeah, he kind of said that. And Dick Durbin, but the rest of them are cowards. And what I think is going to happen is people are going to realize that we have a bunch of cowards in governments letting the madman run loose. And I think the 2018s are going to be a devastating rebuke to the GOP. But I just say all of that to say that when you start a business and have the ability to give people jobs, you can do whatever you want. Seriously. What's up, Brittany Young? Cody, my former boss hasn't closed even when this business gone down the tube. Isaac Dukes. Do you have a class for limousine service? You should go under the video and check out the 24-hour fast startup. Brittany, I'm tired of being broke. V Briz, crazy game. Diana Thompson, great game. Dashiki Jones, get the superior mindset. What's up, P. Diddy B? I've got a lot of new people in here. This is exciting. The dude is the man. What's going on? The things people do for a job. It's real out here. I mean, okay, let's talk about the Me Too moment, because I'm going to do this. That's going to be one of my videos on the Disruptive channel. How many Brad Pitts, Denzel Washingtons, Don Draper types have you seen caught up in this? Where are they? That should tell you something. Matt Can Enterprises, Human 2.0 is called employee at will. That means you could be fired without reason or warning, pretty much. And what little protections that employees had, Donald Trump has rolled them back. Human, Eric, we consider that every job sucks. Come on, every job doesn't suck. Philip Hudson. I mean, it's good to manage your money better. I think there should be a 52-week make more money challenge, because this is the problem. First, you must manage money you already have very, very well. Then you need to make more. And in that space, you'll see an accelerated savings amount. You'll just see crazy stuff. So let me go in here, because we are coming to the end of this live stream. So let's put this up here. 37 off. And that would be any course here at Hustlers Kung Fu Life Skills. All right, so let's just kind of jump into some of this, because we have a few questions. Since we had such an overwhelming deal on this, let's see, actually, hold on. All right, so if your money is funny, I'm going to tell you the 2 courses that you need to get. You need to get Superior Mindset Bundle. That's $199, or 30% off of that today, or 37% off of that today. And then you need to get this course. So let's see, what do I have this on? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So I have this for, what is this? I cannot see what the price of that is. All right, hold on a second. I can't. So you get 37% off of this. So if you have a situation where your money's funny, I make a suggestion of getting, actually, you get the Superior Mindset Bundle, because that does include 30 days to 2,500. So yeah, this is the one. If your money's funny, you want to learn how to start a limousine service, you want to do some other stuff, you want to become a boss, and this will be coming. One of the things I've been doing is a lot of live streams to get a lot of information, to see what course that I should take with you guys, and it's becoming more and more clear. So if your money is funny, the Superior Mindset Bundle is what you need to get. Let's just come out of that. So let's come out of that. Now, we got, let's see. Let's come out of here. There we go. Now, next week is the deadline for people signing up to come to the next live experience, which I'll be talking about branding. And I'm going to take you through the process of starting a company. You should start with your branding, I know, then your audience development, then your marketing, and then your sales. So I'll be breaking all that down live. And then day 2, I'll be talking about your legal structure, your legal entities, and things that you can do. You come, you can ask me any question, I'll help you with your business. You must be a fully paid up member of Hustle Camp to come. Just letting you know that. And if you're on the payment plan, you cannot come. Just saying. So this is how you get this. Essentially, this will be good for about an hour after I shut the stream off. The 37 off, you can go ahead and grab that. Now let me jump in here and see what's cracking before I depart. Locks the chef. Good day, Glennon. Yesterday was the first day that I put my goals down on the to-do list. I was doing great until the wife called me into the bedroom to cuddle her. Then I woke up 5 hours later. That's funny. DC, the producer, trying to start selling beats online. Any advice? Make a lot of beats and consistently put your stuff out there. Ergo, James Franco is the only decent looking guy accused, I think. Those who pay play, those are the ones cheap or twisting in the wind. Been the bartender, that's hilarious. Jonathan, these live streams are better than podcasts. You get the forward thinking perspective and you look at this craziness going on in the world today. Pretty much, Ben. I mean, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. All right, so that looks like we've got all of those questions and stuff addressed. All right. So once again, just to put this down, you can get up to 37% off. That's the code that you use on anything here. All right, so be sure to subscribe. Be sure to leave a comment after this video is rendered. Share it with someone who may need this message in their life. And this evening stream is, I'm kind of feeling, actually put in the comments, I think it's a disruptive mating video. I don't know, because there's like 5 different things I can do. Script your day, that's one of them. That's more than likely what's going to happen. Then there is, because the thing is, if you're straight up really honest with women, like I want a bone and don't make no bones about it, she's going to say yes or no. I don't think there's no need to drug a woman, put stuff in there, rape a woman. There's too many women out there. I'll tell you a little dirty little story. Story time. This was about, God, this was a long time ago. It was about 17 years ago. And I was doing my thing on Craigslist. I met up with this girl who was gorgeous, right? She was gorgeous. And she completely rejected me once we met in person. She was like very dismissive, very catty, just a horrible person, really. So I go away from that. And then what I do is, because I'm so pissed off, I start putting up a lot more Craigslist ads. Like I was putting up like 1 or 2 a day. I start putting up 10, 20, 30. And then I met someone like a week later who was like twice as hot and like 5 times more friendly. She was feeling me. Long story short, we did what we did and we were together for almost a year. So part of life is shrugging off rejection, shrugging off bad outcomes, because I can tell you, I can even promise you this. If you keep going, if you keep putting out your stuff, you keep really amping up, because when you fail, you should double or triple your efforts, because what's going to happen is you're going to get more data points, you're going to get more success. And it sounds super simple, but it's very hard, because unless you have a sales background, you're just not used to rejection. It hurts. It's like, oh, that's deep. They rejected me. And now, you know, I just kind of shrug it off. Next. And when you develop that, and it will take you some time to develop that tough skin, but once you develop that and you can just keep putting your offers out, you keep putting out your suggestion, keep putting out your game, money, sex, it's yours. It's really yours if you're willing to put out, because one of the things, and this is where personal development really will help you, if you develop yourself 15% more than where you are now, not 100%, just 15%, you will put yourself on a path to be extremely happy, if not wealthy, extremely well off. I mean, once again, you'll get to the point where you won't have normal bill concerns. You won't sweat about paying the power bill or the electric or the water bill or food. None of that stuff will even faze you. All right. So once again, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to get on the text notification squad. And I will see you guys this afternoon. I'm not really sure the time yet, but just depends on how I can shape some stuff up. So that will be it, because I've got an appointment. All right.